AAA. Greetings to you. This is a very brief topic about one of the dirtiest methods that mind control gangs use in Iraq, which is a method of impersonation and forging attributes to them in order to carry out their evil deeds. For example, they visit their description as an organization affiliated with the United Nations and forge identification cards, badge, or identity in order to perform by deceiving others with it or claiming that they represent the United States of America, European countries, or the Human Rights Organization, etc. of fake characteristics other than the reality of this dirty crime that they are carrying out to discredit these parties and also in order to make them a cover for them in Iraq. Of course, these gangs, as I told you earlier, are network intelligence that was affiliated with the former regime, has come back again, and that is responsible for the attacks against the American forces and inciting people against them in Iraq and spreading lies. In this gang can easily impersonate different deals. Also, they have dirty means in supporting such lies. For example, they have small electronic drones, different shapes similar to airplanes. The truth in these are launched so that others fall into the trap and deceive them with lies. Or for example, they have elements of the police and the security forces, and these are exploiting the capabilities of the police. For example, police cars or checkpoints or buildings belonging to the security and others, and after this they accompany or police cars escort members of this gang in order for others to see and believe. These are very dirty acts used by this gang in achieving its evil goals. Also, even the issue of use weapons for mind control. They use the towers and everything belonging to the state in order to harm the people. Of course, the goals of evil are too many, including murder and theft, and planting mind control segments on targets, BBM, for them, and by making people cooperate with them even though they are terrorism to kill people, but by misleading and claiming that they represent security or another party, or claiming to be a security organization, political party organization, tribal organization, large and small organization, or mass organization, etc. But they do not say their name or lie by false names and forgery papers, identities, etc. They are a dirty virus and an epidemic. They were not satisfied with controlling everything, and they started practicing their favorite hobby, which is drinking the blood of the people. The law in Iraq has become just a servant for them to throw at him his share of the stolen things, meaning that these herds of hyenas are left to prey on the people and forge and harm. Wherever I go in Iraq, he comes to open the play of establishing this dirty gang, and gives its leadership to those I live with, for example, or makes them secretaries. It is for him while they register elements or are expelled in order to remain alone or to remove those who do not want it. After this, I bear the responsibility, of course. No one takes a single word. Rather, I am made from this place a mere slave of those in the house in which I live, and its life begins. Its name is a work of unseen, meaning they rise for normal behaviors such as sweeping, cooking, or talking among themselves in various fields, but according to the dirty game, they are tricks unseen. It is funny that this Satan is trying to impose this on me, and I have to hit them so that they go complain about me while they have evidence and I am imprisoned or leave the house. CCC 3. Of course, I am a very poor person. I do not have any money to live in a place for me and buy a personal weapon because of the complete collapse of the law in Iraq and its transformation into a loyal assistant to these gangs in Iraq. Of course, the only way I have is to get free from this terrorist spy and all his gang in Iraq, and not absolutely that playing with them in the same way they do or their laws, and I do not give up anything or give, and I have nothing to do with adults or homosexuals. This devil created a gang that led them, but he tried to make me a scapegoat for him, or wanted to throw responsibility on by making himself a secretary, guard, or agent for me. Also, I do not choose anyone for them, no matter what I took, ate, drank, dwelt, thought, talked, or acted. They are a completely outlaw gang. They are only terrorism. To that, his grandfather, in order to harm the red hat that comes to him without any caution and falls into a trap, and the same thing happened in Iraq. These gangs are terrorism, and they were the ones who attacked the international forces in Iraq and incited people against them, and they were enemies of these countries, so they invented such tricks so that friends of these countries would come to them in order for them to belong with them, thinking that they are real, and after this they were either killed or completely destroyed, and some of them turned to become next to terrorism and an enemy of these countries because of the pressure on him. He deserves to be punished, or even killed, or planting a mind control chip to wash his brain in order to play the emotion-shifting game. For example, while this is killing, this program completely destroys the brain. The important thing is that this was the most dangerous purpose at all. And the countries of Europe and Iraq are a trap and not a fact. Everyone has been given irrefutable evidence to prove this. For example, how terrorism works with its own laws, and at the same time someone who represents America and countries or RBA with the same law. I mean, there are no laws in European countries, or the laws have disappeared, and only the laws of terrorism remain. The other thing, perhaps for unity, is sufficient to expose this trap, which is that the record of the names of this group is with terrorism, both in one record and one computer that brings them together. Any words that have a need is important. I exposed this trap myself after I almost fell into it and almost lost my life after this was revealed, because I found a copy of terrorism completely. Also, the elements of the abnormal security agent are present with terrorism and also exist with 3 with the group of traders. The trap means what they are doing, for example, that it is one of the tricks of military tricks that the intelligence officer who is the leader of this organization and he who claims to be a prophet has done. Of course, there are other goals in the matter of falsifying qualities, including the distortion of the reputation of the party that claims to be affiliated with it or represent it. Because the actions of this group are all eviling from it to mind control, as well as slavery, smuggling, drug trafficking and others. Also, they started issuing positions, for example, claiming that they represent such and such, or they give themselves the power to sign or approve, etc. Of course, all of this is taking place in the dark, meaning something similar to the collapse of the state, and such gangs remain. And she is having fun alone and no one tells them who you are, because there is no party capable or dare to do this. It is very funny that I personally saw some people saying that they represent European countries, but after a few days the same people said that they are with terrorism or have converted, and after a few days they came back saying that they represent what shameless play. This is from gangs that are very impure. They are very clear tricks, that he is this devil who made himself a prophet and all his gangs are just his cows and he is the one who plays this and he makes some of them make himself represent such and such, but they are only in his hand. There is another dirty game in his possession, which is that he made himself a prophet and started ruling, and an example of making himself the king of the Arabs who are against Europe and America, or a game that this tyrant is married to his vile like him, but she carries an Arab nationality and also married to a homosexual. This leadership will be for the Arabs who are against America and the countries of Europe, and now I will address my words to the brothers in America and the countries of Europe in order to say to them, do you know that you signed or gave legitimacy to this devil? For there are those who signed on your behalf and also gave approval on your behalf, and you do not do this. Do you know who did this? That they are a group of germs whose subordinate to this demon in Iraq is the one who gave orders to make themselves represent you or depend on them, and they have no loyalty to America or European countries. They do not care about the interest of the people of these countries at all, but they are only enemy. That it is a very dirty game. I also heard an English and Arab game, which is the same game as well. He went and made himself a prophet, on the basis that he was married to a woman, according to what I said, from Arab countries, an enemy of America and European countries. And do you know who paid the price for such a dirty game? That it is America, the countries of Europe and their friends only. All the decisions are against them, but rather dirty attempts that failed, with the help of God. They are just bodies used by this demon, only something that resembles a car or a pillar, only a camera or a scapegoat is placed on it among us. He drives everything with what he wants only.
Inside, a woman shopping for produce with her baby. She's under surveillance by this man. He stays outside hoping the woman won't spot him. He solicits help from random shoppers.
Ma'am, excuse me. I'm a recovery agent.
He tells them he's a recovery agent, a fancy term for bounty hunter, and he needs help capturing the woman inside.
Let me show you a picture. Hold on. I'm trying to ID somebody inside there with a blue jacket. Do you see the woman I'm talking about?
And shoppers seem to want to help.
Yeah.
Have you ever used handcuffs?
No. I'd sooner grab her and put her down.
The bounty hunter needs positive ID and asks a shopper to take the wallet from the woman inside.
If she walks away from that carriage and you see the wallet, just pick it up and walk it out to me, okay?
You're a cop, so I'm not going to get in trouble?
Let me show. Come over here.
Okay.
All right.
This is what our bounty hunter flashes, a badge we bought online, no questions asked, and it offers no legal authority. The bounty hunter, his name is George, and he agreed to ask people to do things he normally wouldn't. The woman inside, she's Tracy, an actress playing the role of a mother who may have kidnapped her baby from the father. Will the shopper follow the command of an authority figure and actually take Tracy's wallet? She goes inside the fruit stand, and when Tracy turns her back, she swipes her wallet and brings it back to the man with the badge. Now, why in the world would anyone follow the orders of a stranger?
I said, I'll take her down. I'll just throw her down.
What's the lesson? Did you learn something here?
Yeah. The bad lesson is, showed me a badge that you can
establish front groups.
We're a Bible study group.
We're a management course.
We're a meditation center.
We're a world peace organization.
We're a personal development center.
We're a drug rehab center.
Promise to fulfill their dreams.
Don't you want a world of unconditional love and brotherhood?
We have the secrets to self-improvement.
You can join us and be special.
Join our elite mission to save the world. We can teach you special powers. Personal power.
Psychic power.
Past life connection. Telekinesis.
Offer them something free and get them to feel obliged to give you something in return.
Well, we gave you that free dinner. The least you could do is come to our weekend intensive.
I am the famous bandit, Luta. Not the real Luta. Yes, I'm real enough. You've heard of Luta's famous rose tattoo? Oh, what a beautiful rose it is. Hey, what are you doing? Now here's a rose that doesn't run in the rain. Who? I had to show you that because it's a real tattoo of Luta. A thief and a liar. Unlucky meeting me. Pretending to be what you're not. Well, the wind might change. Reform. Ah, you! Wait! Hey, swords can hurt people. Luta never uses one. Die! Fight! You imposter! No, don't! Please don't! I wasn't really going to rob you! I was going to let you off because I'm the real Luta. But when a man like you uses my name, giving honest bandits a bad name, you imposter! Oh, wait, please, sir! Oh! I only use your name because you've got such a wonderful reputation, so don't kill me. Huh? You're just saying that. Is my reputation that good? Huh?